Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Pamela. Most likely you're new here because I just started my channel. Not the bad laundry in the back. Anyways, today I am finally getting out of my COVID cocoon that I have been the last few days. I've literally been home sick with COVID probably a week today. Put some real clothes on. I'm gonna do my hair. Honestly, I just ordered McDonald's breakfast because I don't know, I haven't ate. Like, I have had no appetite. I've been drinking liquids. I think the most I've been eating is the egg drop soup from the Chinese. And your girl is skinny. Like, it's not a myth. When they say you don't eat, you don't get skinny. So a calorie deficit definitely works. Who knew? Oh, my messy closet in the back. Like, I need someone to come and just fix my life. I'm not gonna lie, this looks better in my head, but I know once I eat it, it's gonna slap. So I got a McGriddle with no sausage, just, okay. I got a McGriddle with no sausage, just egg and cheese. One thing about me, I do not eat, well, I haven't ate red meat in, I wanna say 4 years, almost 4 or 5 years. I think I haven't eaten red meat in 4 years. It's nothing like I'm not doing it for no life-changing reason other than like I just feel, I mean, obviously all animals suffer, but I don't know, one day I got the ick for just cow meat and pork. Came to the conclusion that pigs and cows are too similar to like puppies. The way they act intellectually, like they are so freaking smart. And not to say chickens aren't, or you know, any other animal, but I'm working my way up. One day I will stop eating chicken too. So far I got 4 years down my belt. No beef, no pork. I don't crave it. I don't want it. The smell of it kind of nauseates me. So yeah, there's my McGriddle. We're gonna ignore my mess, but I just have a regular Abercrombie cropped hoodie with a Zara puffer vest. I think these are pretty little thing leggings. They're so tight at the waistband. I'm like, oh, literally kind of hurts, but whatever. It is such a beautiful day out. I love that my first day out of quarantine. It's freaking gorgeous outside. I forgot how to drive. I'm gonna go drop off my duvet cover to go get washed. So I just dropped off my duvet cover to go get washed. She said I'll be done by 7 o'clock. Okay, I guess I'll go at 7 to pick it up. It's literally down the block from my house. I was hoping we'd done sooner, like before 5:30, but it's fine. If anything, if she hasn't done it by the time I come back, I'll just wash it myself. The plan right now, I'm gonna go to Sephora on Austin Street to pick up some stuff. I need new makeup. I need concealer. I need foundation. What else do I need? I have powders. I have setting powder. What else? Really wanted to go to Zara, but that shit is in Long Island. That, what time is it right now? Like 2 something. I know by the time I get there, let's say it's like 3, because I don't live in Long Island, I live in Queens. It's usually like a 20 to 30 minute drive. But I know that by the time I get out the mall, it's gonna take me maybe an hour and a half to get home. And my baby comes at 5:30. His therapist drops him off. Because she's a family friend, so that's his ABA therapist. She actually picks him up from his grandma's house Monday through Thursday. Luckily she lives like 2 blocks away from us, so since she's a teacher and she has kids, like she has like a whole setup in her house, and you know, I trust her. She's amazing with Bobby, so she always brings him at 5:30, maybe 6 p.m. after he's done with his therapy. So it definitely relieves a little bit of the stress that I could go do what I have to do and then just be back in time for him to be ready. So yes, I'm so excited. I have not seen him in days, literally days. He has asthma, so any kind of COVID, RSV, like he needs to stay very, very far away from that. because he could easily get, you know, worse. You know, he could get worse real quick, very quick. Last time we were hospitalized with him for literally 5 days, and we didn't leave the hospital until Thanksgiving morning. He was so bad. That's how we found out he even had asthma, because he had RSV, and apparently it got so bad to the point that he had to be hospitalized. So now we don't take any chances with him. He's my little bubble boy. Something's always going on. If it's not his allergies, now it's his asthma. So when he starts school in September, my boy's gonna have a little EpiPen with him, and he's also gonna have his asthma pump on deck to be prepared. Hopefully he never has to use it in his life. I'm praying, knock on wood. But you know, just for precaution. After Sephora, I think I'm going to just go to the gym. I'm not gonna do a full-blown workout just because, I don't know, I feel like I'm just easing back into normal life again. I'm just gonna run on the treadmill a little bit. I did want to go to Pilates, but there's no available classes today, so I'm just gonna go to the gym and probably sit and run a little bit and do a light workout, sit in the sauna, sweat all my stress away, and that's it. And then I'll pick up the duvet cover, go to Stop and Shop, get anything I need for the fridge, and just go home. And I should be back in time by 5:30 before he gets there. I'm having a mental dilemma right now. I did not know that when I speak on camera, I don't know, do I change my voice? I can't tell. Like, I was talking to my girlfriends, they're like, oh, like, you change your voice, but I'm like, how do I? Like, I don't know, maybe it's my nerves, maybe because I was sick. I feel like my last few TikToks, like, I just been speaking more. And does it sound different? Am I crazy? I don't know. I really did not try to at all. I feel like, me personally, I have 10 million different voices. There's sometimes I be talking and I don't enunciate fully the word. I don't know what accent it is. If it's, I don't know. I really don't know. Sometimes I feel like I need a lesson in English, because sometimes I be listening to myself talk and I catch it sometimes. Oh, my tire pressure's low. I catch it sometimes. I'm like, why didn't I just pronounce that whole word? Or like, why does it sound like I'm mumbling? And then some days, like, I enunciate everything. Like, right now, I feel like I'm enunciating because I'm, like, aware. But if I'm just talking right now, like, or if I'm just talking regularly, like, I notice that, I don't know. It sounds weird sometimes. I think I need to go to a voice coach or voice teacher to figure out what my real voice is, because I don't know. I feel like I have a work voice, and then I have a voice that I talk to my friends with. And that voice is definitely the one that doesn't enunciate everything. That I mispronounce a lot of words. And then apparently I have my TikTok voice that I don't know. Yo, what is the issue? I wish I could just pinpoint what it is. I think it's the nerves. I think I get nervous talking on camera. If, like, do I sound weird, guys? Tell me. Now there's traffic all of a sudden. That's okay. I'm not in a rush. Today is my day to get my life together, to prepare for the rest of the week. I literally had to reschedule, no lie, like maybe 15 appointments just last week. Of course, leave it to me to get COVID Valentine's Day week, that literally every service provider is booked and busy out their ass. I had to cancel, like, no lie, like 15 appointments. Oh my god, this camera keeps on not dying. Is it normal for a Sony SV1 that's like 2 minutes old to get overheated already? Like, I thought my battery died and it literally said overheated, let it to cool down. What you mean? What you would think it's like an old ass iPhone that it's about to blow up. I'm confused. If you guys have this camera, are you having the same issue or had the same issue? Is this normal? I would think for, you know, such a slightly more expensive camera that it wouldn't be overheating in 2 minutes. I literally opened it not even a week ago. No entiendo. Did you guys watch the Super Bowl last night? I didn't watch the actual game, but I watched Rihanna, of course, as my big foreheaded sister. And I'm not gonna lie, I think if you are a true Rihanna fan, you're part of the Navy, you will probably agree with me. I don't know, I'm so happy for her. Love that for her. I love that, you know, she's starting her family. It's growing, like, especially as a woman in your 30s. Like, once you know that you are able to procreate, I see that often, that it's like, you know, it's best to pop, if you really want more kids, it's best to pop them out right now, right? Before you get older. So I'm so happy for her on that. But oh no, now she's never giving us an album. Who knows when this tour is? Like, she's gonna have 2 under 2. But I have come to terms that Rihanna is in her, I saw someone say this on TikTok, in her grand dame era. Like, she's gonna go. She went yesterday, gave a little 2-step. You know, she didn't do too much. Still gave us enough, but it wasn't like, it was a concert. I don't think it was like Super Bowl halftime show from, I guess, what most people expected. I don't know. I honestly thought my sister was gonna come out in some dental floss and, you know, play her. I also felt like she left out a lot of good songs I was waiting to hear, but I know she only had like 13 minutes to squeeze everything in. I feel like she kind of left Diamonds out. That's my opinion. I guess we just were expecting a bigger show, but it's also understandable. Like, she's pregnant. You saw her levitating in the air, and did you guys see how the platform was wobbling? I was like, oh my god, no, like, get down please. We don't need this that bad, sis. You could get down. You with child, no harness, nothing. And she was floating up there like nothing. And I don't know if it was adrenaline, but I would have stopped the show, screamed, and tell somebody to get me down. Cause oh my god, that was freaking scary. Oh my god, I hate parking around here. It's so horrible. If you live in Queens, you know Austin Street. It's a hot mess over here. Oh, let me take this out. It looks so cute though. It's my favorite way to do a ponytail. Like, to do a loose ponytail and then just clip it with this, like a big ass claw clip. But then I saw a TikTok. Of course, everything to me is referencing to TikTok. If I ever say, oh, I heard or someone told me, like, no, that's a lie. No one told me. I did not research nothing. There was no freaking article. It was TikTok and I eat it up. I just believe it. That is all. I saw a TikTok that said it was very dangerous to drive with a claw clip. And here I am driving with a claw clip. Anyways, so I was going back to my voice, right? So it might be there, it might not be there. I set up a whole, como se dice? About me video, like, you know, as my first YouTube video, and I cannot stand my voice in it. I don't know if it's the nerves, but like, oh, everything else was so perfect. Literally, my hair was good, my makeup flawless, the lighting was beautiful, like, you know, nice clean background. And now I just want to scrap it. Now I don't want it. I have not posted it yet. It's posted. I just haven't sent it to any of my friends or posted it on any of my social medias. Because I don't know, like, it's the social anxiety of me. Oh, some parts I feel like I was not enunciating enough. Like, I really think it's the nerves. Because when I'm in this kind of setting, like speaking in my car, like nothing, like I feel like I sound good. I sound like me. There's less nerves because I do a lot of like content making for my lash page. Like, I'm always talking to clients. But something about a sit down video, maybe as like my first video, was like super, oh my god, I hate when people cross the street and they put their stroller like head first into the street and then they're behind the stroller. Like, it's a busy street and your stroller is like 10 miles ahead of you. Oh my god, I feel like this lady just freaking threw the stroller with the baby in it like nothing into this busy street on Queens Boulevard. Jesus Christ. Anyways, yeah, I feel so much more comfortable now. Maybe I just need to get that like video out the way. I'm so sad though. The lighting was perfect, my makeup was perfect, everything was perfect, the vibes were there, like just my nerves were there too. So I don't know, this might be my first video, just more casual. So since I possibly want to scrap that video and not let it see the light of day while I look for parking at Sephora, I mean on Austin Street, there's no freaking parking. I think I've been here for 15 minutes already. My blue eyes. Anyways, I should have brought sunglasses. I promise you guys I get cuter, and there's gonna be more videos of me actually looking cuter. It's giving tired mom right now with a little bit of makeup. Anyways, so while I look for parking, and let me not stress myself out right now, a little bit about me. So as you probably heard me talking about my lash clients. I've been a lash tech for 4 years. My Instagram page for my lash page is LBP Lashes. I have a studio, a private studio located in Maspeth, Queens. Oh my god, what the hell? There's like I don't know, they're doing some kind of construction and they literally have a huge block in the air. Like, leave my camera, don't go flying. Anyways, yeah, so I've been a lash tech for 4 years. I do lash trainings. I love lashing. That is my first baby. School was not for me. I feel like I look mad stuffy. Hold on. School was not for me. I've tried it multiple times. I think I have undiagnosed ADHD because school has always been hard for me. I know I'm extremely intelligent. I know, you know, I'm a smart person, but certain things were just a lot harder for me than I felt like were for other kids. I would have to do the most to focus. So I always knew in the back of my head, like I would thrive with someone. I would thrive with a career that I had to physically do stuff with my hands, a career that I could create with. I used to be very, very, very creative. Like I think I'm pretty good at drawing. I used to paint a lot. So I always knew I was gonna end up somewhere in the creative area, no matter what career it was. Like it was gonna be me creating something. So yeah, your girl's a lash tech. I love it. I love the flexibility of my hours. Obviously, with being a mom, my son is 2 years old. I have to be up and down all over the place. Thankfully I get, sorry for the son, thankfully I get a lot of help from my family and his dad's family. Own business allows you to have that flexibility. If you don't want to work a certain day, you don't have to. But then also too, like as a business owner, you end up being at work probably more than a 9 to 5. Like you gotta work and you think you're not physically at work, but I'm still working when I go home. Plus I'm being a mom on top of that. Like there is only one person running the show, especially with social media, how like heavily influenced it is in like the beauty community. And just it's necessary to be a service provider now. It's just me speaking to clients. Thankfully, I have a very good amount of clientele that I've built over the years. But what comes with that is that I'm constantly talking to everybody every single day. It could be 1 in the morning and I'll get a message. I've been better with like handling, my messages and handling the behind the scenes work a lot better. Meaning maintaining my inventory, making sure my studio is clean, making sure that I'm present on social media. Finances, it's hard at first. Those first few years I felt like, oh my god, everything was just a hot mess. Not a hot mess, like I wouldn't show that to my clients, but inside I would feel like I'm a hot mess. Other than that, I love lashing. I love that I got into it. It changed my life completely. I was the kind of person who used to hate my job. Before I was a lash tech, I became a lash tech in 2018. We are in 2023 now. Ooh, lobster truck. So I want to say I've been at Lash Tech for like 4.5 years, not even 4 years, 4.5, getting closer to 5 years, since we're in 2023 now. And it definitely changed my life. Before that, I was a receptionist at an animal hospital, and that was my job from the age of 17 up until 21. And then I got pregnant at 21, and then COVID hit, so I had to skedaddle. Before that, I worked at a supermarket as a cashier, and then before that I worked at McDonald's, and then before that I worked at a camera store in the city giving out flyers. So yeah, your girl has come a long way so far. Who's texting me? So yeah, still looking for parking, so I guess we'll keep talking. I have a 2-year-old son. I became pregnant at 21. This was December 2019, meaning my second pregnancy. Oh Lord, I hope you're not listening. No second pregnancy right now. My whole second trimester was in quarantine. Literally, once everything shut down, I was literally like 2 seconds pregnant. So my whole trimester was in full-blown lockdown. I started, like, you know, mingling around other people. Like, you know, that summer 2020 was wild. We didn't know who to be close to, who we could, like, we had like groups of 3, 4, everybody was sitting separately. It was a crazy time to be alive. I was part of history, and I was pregnant. So yeah, that whole time I was in quarantine, the only person I was in contact with was my son's father, his sister who lived downstairs, and we lived in a little ass apartment with 2 dogs. So yeah, safe to say I was losing my marbles at that time. My son came August 2020, and he is beautiful. That is the love of my life. That is my boo. That is my broke little best friend. And he is amazing. His name is Bobby. He is 2 years old. His birthday is August 8th. His full name is Robert Cameron Cruz. This boy has never been called Robert a day in his life. What he knows, his name is Bobby. I call him JJ because he loves JJ from Cocomelon, even though he's not allowed to watch Cocomelon all the time now. What else I call him? I call him Papa. Yeah, he has a million nicknames. I won't get into all the nicknames, but his name is Bobby, Mr. Bobby. Yeah, my son was born with a million allergies, every allergy you could think of. So he eats a pretty bland diet every single day of his life. Thank God, you know, I have a lot of support from my family. His dad's family that everyone already knows. When my son pulls up, he's pulling up with his EpiPen, his asthma inhaler, and everything he needs, his snacks, because he is so limited on his diet. My poor child. He is a little bubble boy. Just recently, last year, my son was diagnosed with autism. It is something I definitely want to be open about on this channel. No, this is really crazy. I'm still looking for parking, and anyways, I was cooling down my camera. Yeah, him being on the spectrum, I really want to be open about that and just talk about it. I probably, like, on TikTok, my eyes have been open to like how many moms struggle, how many kids struggle. Like, there are so many kids that are on the spectrum, especially now that they're diagnosing at a younger age. Like, my son was diagnosed at 18 months. That is super, super quick. And that's a blessing, because now, you know, it's not that more kids are autistic, the tests are being available more early. Like, people are diagnosing their kids a lot earlier and getting them, you know, the help that they need a lot earlier. So yeah, he is one of the smartest kids I know. That diagnosis to me just means that his brain just works a little bit different. That's all. Let me fix my camera, actually. There you go. That diagnosis to me just means that his brain works a little bit different. That's all. My son is extremely smart. He is nonverbal, and he hasn't said any first words yet. Not yet. Soon. We're gonna get mama first try. But he knows how to communicate. He will grab your hand. He will take you to what he needs, where he needs to go. And if you don't get it right the first time, he is going to grab your hand again, or your arm, physically take you to what he needs to do or what he needs. And he is just so observant of everything. Like, if you see a little speck on the floor, that is just, he sees things that are not visible to the naked eye. He pays attention to so many details, and he's just amazing. I would not have it no other way. If I could go through the crazy birth again, being pregnant during quarantine, just all like the struggles we've gone through in his first 2 years of life, I would do that all over again, just to have him specifically. Like, he is amazing. I'm obsessed with my son. Like, he is someone who, he is probably the only person who could really pull the strings of my little Grinch heart. Like, I love being a mom. I love being a mom. And I just have one, so I feel like I could really pour into him everything that he needs. And I might just be one and done. Hope maybe one day in the future I'll feel like, I have a better sense of where he is on the spectrum. Again, he's only 2 years old. He might be, very low on the spectrum. He might be higher on the spectrum. So I don't know what his adult life is going to look like. So I definitely want to hold off on having more kids until then. Right now, he requires a lot of my attention, emotional attention, just everything. What else? Oh, so since I got pregnant, I'm not a teen mom, obviously, but I feel personally like I got pregnant pretty early. 21. That's usually the age that you're power locking and dropping it. I feel like yes, I'm a mom. I'm Bobby's mom. I love it. I wear that on my chest, but especially this year and last year, I have made it just one of like the top priorities on my list to make sure that I am still tending to myself. I'm still taking care of myself. I'm still feeding into what makes me happy. And this is one of those things. This is something I've always wanted to do, and I've always talked myself out of it. But I'm gonna just do it. I don't care. I don't care if 2 people see this, 3 people see this, 1 million people see this. Like, this is something I wanted to do. Other things I love doing for myself is just looking presentable, especially when I'm going through like my anxiousness, any periods of like depression. I know when I'm in that funk, when I look ugly, when I look hurt. So this is what keeps me sane, just looking decent. I don't look like I'm about to go to the club, but I look put together. Like, I got my lashes, I got a little bit of concealer on. We don't look crazy. I love to work out. Recently, I have come to the conclusion that I need to work out every day. Not to be skinny, not to have abs. I need to work out to be mentally stable, to not spiral. It is true, guys. When you eat good and when you actually move around, you don't have to have a crazy workout. You don't have to deadlift 300 pounds. You just move, you walk, you do anything. It could be anything. Like, I do the gym, my little like weight training, and then I also do Pilates. Just doing anything will give you those, I think it's called endorphins. Please don't laugh at me if I'm getting it wrong. It's a chemical that goes off in your brain after you're done with a workout that makes you feel alive. That's how I felt, alive. After I took like 2-3 month hiatus from the gym, the moment I went to work out, I'm like, oh, life is worth living. Literally, I feel better. So yeah, it's not a myth, guys. It actually works. Another thing that makes me feel like life is worth living, outside my son, outside of doing the stuff that I like to do, is hanging out with my girlfriends. Having a sisterhood is so important. Oh, let me fix the light. Having a sisterhood is so important. Like, I don't have a lot of friends. It's pretty close-knit group of friends that I have. But when I tell you I love being around them, I love being around my best friend, I need to do that once a month, once every 2 weeks, to like keep me keep me grounded, to make sure I'm not crazy about certain things. And it's just fun. It's fun to laugh. It's fun to catch up, have drinks, get a little hookah, have, you know, just that bonding time. Like, it's important to not just be a mom, not just be, you know, whatever your work is. Like, you need to pour into your other relationships, so you have a better quality of life. I have really learned that this year and last year. This year, oh my god, I've been saying this. Y'all, if I say this year, I'm talking about 2022. Please ignore me if I'm talking about this year and 2023 just started. You know what I mean? Yeah. What else about me? Oh, I'm from New York. I'm pretty sure you could tell from my background if you could see it. I'm from New York. I'm a Queens girl. I lived in Florida a few times when I was younger. We always went back and forth from Florida to New York. I also lived in Colombia for a short amount of time when I was like in middle school. Hated it. Came back to the States. I think I only lasted there for 6 months. I was in my emo phase, so my mom was sick of me. She brought my ass back. Colombia's nice. I love Colombia just to vacation in, not to live in. Especially as like a middle schooler. I don't know what my mom was thinking. Like, hey, I'm Americanized, sis. I got my little sidekick. I got all my friends here. I got my MySpace here. Like, all of that was not a thing over there. So when I did go over there, it was like a cultural shock for me. Like, yes, I know I'm Colombian, but not that Colombian. Goddamn. So yeah, ever since then, New York has been where it's at, where I've stayed the longest. I moved out when I was 18 or 19, and I've been on my own since. Well, not on my own, I have a family, but I definitely moved out of my mom's house pretty early. And then after I moved out of my mom's house, I lived in Queens still, and I also lived in Brooklyn at first. Oh my god, such a nightmare. And yeah, what else about you, girl? For the most part, I'm mostly introverted, and I feel like that's why I get like the nervousness when I did my sit down video yesterday. Hopefully, like, this is kind of getting me into the groove of things. When I do my actual next sit down, like, I really want to do a get ready with me and just like chit chat, that I am more natural. Or maybe this will be my like thing in my video, talking. Come along with me for the day. Like, I feel so natural when I do that. Probably because I do that a lot for like my lash stuff, but I feel so natural when I'm talking like this. I feel like I'm on FaceTime. Yeah. That's me. Oh my god. My life flashed before my eyes. I cannot afford to hit this car again. Some lady hit my car like 2 months ago, and I just got my car back. Oh my god. Well, I hate when people park and they don't check what's behind them. Nothing. They're just raw dogging it. Freaking turning the wheel all the way to the right, just zoom in. Oh my god, horrible. Anyways, I'm hoping to find parking. I finally found parking 10 million years later. What else about me? Did I miss anything in my new about me video? I hope I said I was 24. I'm 24. I'm about to be 25 in May 3rd. I'm a Taurus. And yeah, both my parents are Colombian. My mom is from Medellin. My mom is from Cali, and my dad is from Medellin. My dad lives over there. My mom is over here. And yeah, I finally found parking 10 million years later. So we're gonna go to Sephora. Bye. Okay, I'm back inside. Well, inside my car from Sephora. I wanted to film more in there, but oh my god, it was so disgustingly packed. So let's see. I only got a few things. I felt like I was getting, what is this? Got a little perfume sample. Oh, it should know. It should smell like shit. It was so packed in there. I kind of just wanted to get out of there. So I picked up the Makeup by Mario foundation. I have such a hard time picking out foundations, picking out concealers, because I'm not sure what my undertone is. I had one of a makeup artist tell me that I'm more like olive, but I feel like there's no olive tones. There's always yellow, like very super warm and peachy. Or I don't know, maybe I'm not as knowledgeable on like the undertones, but that's all I see. I was looking at NARS, Makeup by Mario, Hourglass, and like they all just had like a similar shade, like similar undertones. It was either super yellow or super warm, like peachy, like a pink undertone, and I don't think I am that. I don't know. Let me bring my camera closer. Ew, disregard my chin. But I don't know. Right now I'm wearing like my regular Fit Me that I just always keep, and I feel like that one has like a really good shade range. I don't know. Can you guys look at my face? If you are oh my god, let me take out crusties I have. If you're a makeup artist, can you tell me what undertone I am? I know you can't see me in person, but I need help. What else did I get? So then I also got a Huda Beauty concealer. I got the Makeup by Mario contour stick. And one more thing, I got the Sol de Janeiro, the little spray. I wanted the blue one. The blue one smells so delicious. This one was like the next best one. The other ones, I wasn't really feeling like that, but let me charge my camera before it dies. Right now I'm gonna go run on the treadmill for a few, and then I'll be back home. I'll be back in time to pick up Bobby be there for when he gets dropped off. So yeah, I finally made it to the gym 10 years later. Yo, there was so much traffic. Oh, we just got to the gym. Woohoo! I don't want to go. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't want to go because I've been home for so long, and once you don't go to the gym for 2 days, it's over. So I'm really gonna force myself right now because I need to get back in that mode. So BRB. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, that run kind of took me out. I ran for 20 minutes, like just full-blown running, with like the exception of maybe like 2 or 3 little like cool down, just slightly jogging. For the most part I ran, and I don't think my lungs are back to normal after having COVID for that long, because I literally felt my chest like expanding. I don't know, it was the weirdest thing. So I decided not to push myself. I was feeling a little bit lightheaded. Let me focus this. I was feeling a little bit lightheaded, so I went into the sauna for just a few seconds because I didn't have no like really I don't have a shirt under here. So I'm like, let me not go into the sauna with a full blown sweater and leggings. So yeah, now I'm driving home. I have to put the car in the garage. Then I have to, my garage is literally 2 blocks away from my house. So freaking annoying. So I have to go put it in the garage, walk back home. And my little boo should be getting here at 5:30 from his therapy. I'm so excited to see him. Oh my god, I've been seeing him in days. I'm so excited. And then I have to eat something. I might make like a fake tuna cotto when I get home because I'm about to pass out. Literally, I'm about to pass out. The only thing I had this morning was half of that McGriddle because I didn't even eat the whole thing. Tell me if I'm crazy, but every time I get a McGriddle, I can only eat the corners of it. Like, I literally eat the edges of it, and then all that's left is like that mushy circle in the middle. Girl, I mean, guys, I think something's wrong with me. So yeah, so I guess you could say I had half of the calories of what that was. That was like, I think the calories for that McGriddle was 5 something, like an original McGriddle. 500, 5 or 520. Then I had no patty. It was just an egg and cheese. So let's say that lowered it to like 4 something. And then I only ate the quarter, so hopefully that was like 200 calories. In my head, it's gonna be 200 calories. I live a happier life when I don't track my calories. But since I've been so loosey-goosey with what I was eating, like those 2 months I was like completely off track with the gym, Pilates, I was eating wild. Like not like fried foods every day, but like just eating whenever I just overeating, like eating out of boredom, eating because I had nothing else to do, eating because I was just craving something, and having lots of sugar in my coffee every single day. Like all of that adds up. So I just need some structure right now, and once I get on that like path of just eating healthy all the time, it's a lot easier for me. And yeah, I have to take the baby because he's gonna get here at 5:30, and I think they wanted to go like after 6. So yeah, I might not vlog that because once I'm in the restaurant with my son, like it could go either way. It could go great, especially if I'm there with his dad. Like, okay, his dad will take over and I could eat my meal in peace. But it's different when I'm with friends. Like I have to really be on top of him and just make sure, you know, he's good, he's in a good mood. Like he could sometimes be easily frustrated, especially in like a loud environment where there's a lot going on. And that restaurant specifically, I've always said this, it is so loud in there. Like I cannot hear my thoughts. I love that restaurant. The food is so, oh, there's a big asshole. The food is so freaking good. I could eat, it's not even Korean barbecue, it's Japanese barbecue. It's gyakaku in Flushing. It is so delicious. I could eat the garlic fried rice like every day of my life. I take like a container to go. That's how serious it is. The sauce there, bomb. There's a spicy sauce there that I wish they don't sell the actual sauce like in bottles. So every time me and my friend go, we're like, oh my god, like can you just take it? Like no one's watching, just take the whole bottle. So that I put that sauce on everything. So does my friend. But it's so freaking loud in there, and there's fire. Like it's literally like the fire is in the middle of the table. And then I'm going with a toddler. So look who's here. Oh my god, I've missed him so much. Hi, amor. And he's out. You know, mommy missed you. I missed you so much. I missed you. Where were you? Mommy missed you. Who do you think you are with your little polo shirt? Anyways, I'm home now. I'm gonna start getting ready to go eat real quick.